Crystal. Thanks for stopping by. So you might have already seen me look kind of like this because I really did just film another video. And I figured like if I'm already sitting in front of the camera, why not? I know I should probably put on makeup when I make videos, but I don't really feel like it. I'm sorry. So one day you'll get a video with me with some makeup on, looking so much flyer than this. But this is me in my natural state. Y'all are getting me in my raw state. So there you have it. I'm giving you a gift. So today's video is going to be a story time. Taking it back to my college days, back to '09. I'm going to tell the story of the time that I did a favor for a guy that I liked, and it kind of like blew up in my face. Yeah. So you can already tell by the title kind of what happened. So the guy that I liked, we're going to call him, oh God, what are we going to call him? I really want to use his real name because I'm still a little pissed about this. We're going to call him Phil. We're going to call him Phil. And Phil had Phil joined, oh my God. So, you know, this was '09. I was a junior in college, and I lived with my best friend in a suite, and my other best friend, she lived like on the first floor of our suite, our building. And so we hung out all the time. And we had something called a suite center that was like a detached building that we would go to, and there's TVs, like you can play pool, all that sort of stuff. You can cook. That's where you would cook if you wanted to cook, because we didn't have stoves in our suites. So my friend worked at the suite center, so we were always there. And I loved it because at that time I was really social and I was really into meeting new people. And so I would go and I would sit at work with her and I would just meet new people. And so one day in walks Phil, and he's new. So he came in, like I said, I was a junior. This was my second semester of junior year. So this was about 10 years ago almost when I first met him. So Phil walks in and he's new. And he lets us know like, oh, his cousin already goes here. We're going to call his cousin Joe. We're going to call him Joe. So he lets us know that, oh, my cousin Joe goes here. And I'm like, oh, I've known Joe since freshman orientation. He was one of the first people I ever met on campus, like at our orientation. So yeah, and we done had issues before me and Joe, okay? He almost hit me with his car. We stole his car. It was a lot of things going on with us. I mean, back then I was a little wild, and I like it. So we had already known Joe, and already had history with Joe. And so I was like, okay, he's cool people or whatever. So okay, we'll get to know you. So I kind of instantly liked Phil, and we kind of instantly had a connection as far as like friendship. And so we just started hanging out with Phil all the time, me and my friends. And then I would hang out with him by myself as well. So I had a really like serious crush on Phil. So the semester goes on. Phil and I, my friends and I, we all hang out all the time, get to know him, everything's good. Like, he doesn't know I like him. And I think when this part of the story, when this story happens, I'm not sure if he knew that I liked him. Because I did eventually let him know, like, hey, look, I like you. But that's a whole nother story time for another day. So one night I'm hanging out with my friend. I guess I can use her name. I could ask her later if I need to like blank it out. But one of my best friends, Rose. I was hanging out with her in her room, and I got either a text or a call from Phil, and he was like, "Hey, can you do me a really big favor?" And I'm like, "Sure, I like you. I like this guy. I'll do anything for you, pretty much." And he's like, "Okay, can you go pick up Joe from the club?" I was like, I know Joe has a car, and I know you have a car. Like, okay, like, he's like, yeah, Joe got sick at the club, and I can't go get them right now. Can you go get them? Fuck. Like, okay, I'll go and do this for you, because we're friends. And I like you. And so, yeah, I want to help you out in this situation. And when he said sick, I thought maybe Joe had been like throwing up, maybe got, had a little too much to drink. So I was like, oh God, let's bring a towel or something. Or let's, just try to be prepared for that. So we pull up to the club. Joe is standing outside. Joe opens my door and he mumbles something. And I'm like, what did he say? But I could not understand what he said. He sits down and instantly there is a smell permeating from this man. And it didn't smell like throw up. It smelled like pure poop. So, and I look at my friend. She looks at me, and we are trying our hardest to not scream. Okay? We're trying our hardest to not why? There were so many questions I had that night that I could not even ask. So I kind of knew where Joe lived, so I was like, he's got to get out of my car and he's got to get out of here fast. I'm flying. I cracked my window, and I was trying to still be nice to Joe, even though he's in my car with a shitty ass. I'm trying to be nice to him because I know this is an embarrassing moment for him. But at the same time, I'm trying not to vomit myself because of the smell. So I cracked my window and I floor it to get him out of my car. I have never been so mad at somebody in my entire life because I feel like Phil knew exactly what was going on and didn't give me a heads up. Like, he could have said, hey, my cousin had an accident on himself. He needs to ride home. Just know, like, you might want to put some trash bags down, some towels, something. Like, when he said sick, I thought he had already, thrown up. Maybe he just needs to lay down in the back of the car, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't expecting the shit I got. The shit that I got, okay? I was not expecting it. I let Joe out. As soon as he gets out my car, I just scream because I'm so mortified. I am mortified right now. The smell is still in my car. I'm sick to my stomach. I'm angry. It's funny, but it's not funny. And so I'm like, I just gotta get back to the suites and check my car. We get back. I get out the car. I open the door where he was, and there is shit on my seats. Mind you, I had a cloth interior. I had cloth interior in my car. Like, oh my God. Like, just thinking about it, I still get mad. So, I could still cuss this guy out about this shit. So, oh my God. So I'm freaking out at this point. I am livid. I am freaking out. There's shit on my seats. This is cloth interior. My car, I had a 1986 Nissan Stanza, okay? That belonged to my aunt's mother-in-law. And they gifted the car to me. This lady kept this car in pristine condition. And here I get it, my second year having this car, and I done let some shitty ass person, literally, into my car and get shit on the seats. Oh my God. My friend was like, Rose was like, I'll clean it for you. I owe Rose. I still owe Rose something for that because I don't know how she had the courage to clean it. I don't know. I don't know how she had the strength to do that because I was just going to let it sit there and tell Phil to bring his ass outside and clean my damn car. He was like, I didn't hear from Phil because I knew if I talked to Phil that night, we probably weren't going to be friends after that. And so I heard from Phil the next day. The next morning, he was like, hey, I'll clean your car. And so you knew what the situation was. I was like, Rose already cleaned it up. Like, I was short with him after that. Like, that whole situation, like, really angered me and turned me off of him. Like, just, oh my God. So, till this day, I don't think I've seen Joe. I may have seen after that incident. I rarely saw Joe. Rarely saw him. And if I did on campus, like walking to the UCC, like the Student Community Center, it was like, I would be like, I don't even know if I looked at him. I would probably look at him and he would be like, just hang his head. Because that had to be humiliating. But at the same time, bruh, you shouldn't have gotten shitty drunk. Not pissy drunk, shitty drunk. And I don't know if there was medicine involved. Like, bruh, you were real irresponsible that night. And you actually should have paid for me to have my car cleaned. I really should have followed through with something. Like, bruh, no, you got to get my car shampooed. But I didn't. And I'm kicking myself. Me now, I'm like, bruh, no. Fork over some money. But me then was like, just don't want to do it. Deal with it. I'll avoid it for as long as I can. So, yeah. So after that, I rarely saw Joe anymore. I rarely even heard about him. And if I did see him, he was very, like, didn't even want to speak. Which I understand. And that is not the Joe that I knew, because the Joe that I knew before this incident was the life of the party, popular. Everybody knew who Joe was. Yeah, so I don't follow him on social media, so I'll never probably see him ever again. Phil, I do follow him on social media, and if he watches this, I hope he still feels bad. I hope he feels bad, and I would really like to be reimbursed for that. And actually, I can kick Rose some money too for that. Like, dude, like, make up for it now. I could really use my car being shampooed now. So, but I'll probably never see reimbursements 10 years later. But yeah, so if Phil watches this, I'm still mad. I'm still mad at that. Like, that was probably the worst thing you could do. That's like one of the worst situations you could put somebody in. Like, I hope that your cousin learned from this. I hope that you learned from this, because I damn sure learned from this. And I learned that you should never do something for somebody and it's a little sketchy and you should ask questions. Like, you really need to know, like, exactly what's going on. Never just do something for somebody without asking questions. No matter if you like them, no matter if you're friends with them, you need more context. We all learned something here. So yeah, that is it. That's the story of the time that a guy kind of pooped in my car, because I don't know if he was finished pooping. I don't know if he maybe pooped some more in my car. But yeah, I don't know. And I honestly never want to know. I never want to talk about this again. So thank you guys for watching my story time. And let me know if you want any more story times, because I have stories for days, especially from my college days. I could tell you some things that I've seen. So yes, let me know if you like story times, if you want more story times, If you want to hear anything about me personally, I don't mind sharing, honestly. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you want to like this video, like the video. If you want to subscribe, subscribe. I'm not one of those people who's like, comment, and subscribe. No, if you want to, by all means, do it. If you don't, okay, thanks for watching. So I'll talk to you later. Bye.